What's up, everybody? It's your boy JD, and welcome to another great episode of Thru the Ropes. You know, the only place for your great debates and hot takes. But of course, before I jump into the wonderful episode that we have in store, let me introduce your host, as always. It's your boy JD, and right next to me, it's your boy Dirty Dan. Yeah. And right underneath Dirty Dan, we got our boy Michi Black, the Wagwan Warrior.
Wagwan, everyone.
And right next to Michi Black, the Wagwan Warrior, we got Main Event RJ.
Main Event RJ with the strap.
Is there?
220.
Day 99.
Actual day 99, but real day 220. Yeah.
Listen, he's been
Actual
holding
and
this
real
strap.
day are two very different things.
He's been holding this strap forever. Look,
a main event's coming this week.
I'll be looking for it.
This episode, we're going to talk a little bit more about WrestleMania. Last episode, outside of the Booker T episode, we talked about WrestleMania and the road to WrestleMania. Now we're going to talk about it a little bit more in depth. Now that we got a little bit more information, there's a couple things that I want to highlight. Before I highlight those things, I kind of want to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. I haven't done this in a little bit. There's a couple things I wanted to highlight. Let's talk about it. First things first. Dom losing to Penta. I'm sorry.
Crazy.
I was not a fan of this at
Crazy.
all. I was not a fan of this at all.
Crazy.
Listen, and I know this might seem small on, you know, the to the audience out there. This might seem like a little deal. Let me put it that way. It might seem like a regular old loss, but to me, Penta's the new guy. We've been shitting on Dom forever. We've been putting him in diva matches, and then we lose to this guy. And this is the guy he was trying to bring in. So you should have let him show him a lesson as to why he should have joined the Judgment Day. But instead of doing that, you make him lose, and he was having a great match. Just gonna throw that out there. Yeah. He was having himself a great match. He did Penta's own move on him, then went for the frog splash. He hit him with a 619. I mean, you had all this momentum to then make him lose. Not a fan. I'm sorry. I love Penta, but Dom got to win that. I'm sorry. It's over. Next.
Wait till WrestleMania, man.
Wait till WrestleMania. I mean, that's true. That's true.
It's the story, man.
I get it.
Finn already said he's a loser.
Everybody else in that four-way has been pinned by someone in the four-way. Dom hasn't pinned anybody. That's gonna be the Mania pin.
That's
He's gonna
true.
pin Balor right there.
That's true. Great. But you know what? I talk about today. We don't talk about the future yet. Yeah. Relax. I'm talking about today and how I feel, and I don't like it. Anyway,
it's terrible. It's terrible.
Thank you,
I
Meech.
Still would let Penta win. I'm not having Dom win.
I know.
Regardless.
Thank you, Meech. Thank you. High five.
Oh.
All right.
Next one. Tiffy and Charlotte going off script. I loved it. We're gonna talk.
Is that why Lil Wing's in my DMs?
That was the worst actual comeback of all time. Please stop. And he came back and said, "You're a liar. Don't humble yourself."
It was worse, but that's because Tiffy didn't even give her opportunity. She gave the jab and bounce. She was like, "Whoa, I'm out here."
Yo, she did the ball, but we're gonna talk about that. That's a part of this conversation today. We're gonna talk about that a little bit. Next up. Finding out that Rey Mysterio's fighting El Grande Americano. Come on, bro.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Come on, bro. Come on.
And the reason is crazy because he's disgracing the luchador community, luchador. Like, what are we doing, bro?
I mean,
he's right.
He
it
is.
should be rewarded with a match. That's the problem.
You put a legend like Rey in there with Homeboy. Come on, man. This is WrestleMania.
Well, not even that. Yo, I'm so sick and tired of them treating Chad Gable like shit because you know he's gonna lose the match at WrestleMania.
It's not Chad Gable.
It's Chad Gable. Anyway,
I don't see.
Y'all gonna be so.
The same thing. Yeah, he's not watching the same show we're watching. He literally got kicked out of the building.
Thank
and Chad
you.
Gable had a doctor's
Thank you,
note.
RJ. RJ, I said the same
it's Chad
thing,
Gable.
bro.
They were literally in the same room at the same time.
They were
I don't see
on
what
the
we're talking
same
about.
screen at the same time, and he's getting drug out the back, and we keep calling him Chad Gable.
Chad Gable. Danny, I'm with you, bro. Chad
RJ, high five. Psh, come on, bro.
It's gonna unmask and be like, "My name's Gab Fable."
Chad Gable. Chad Gable's like 1 inch shorter. Grande Americano's all of
right, and he got too much of a tan. Paul Heyman. I mean,
call me a prophet.
Hold on. Before I hop into it, I knew. Paul Heyman owing Seth a favor. This is so stupid. This is the dumbest thing.
That's definitely dumb.
This is the dumbest thing. Why are we doing this right now? Why are we doing this?
Like, and then how he did it because he didn't curb stomp.
Head off.
So you owe me a favor, man. if I know that, I could have done that to people in high school and got my favors. I could have got so. Like, what are we doing? It's so ass. That was so ass.
In real life,
are we gonna talk about this more later?
Right now.
Are we gonna talk about it right now?
Yeah, I'm. This is what I'm gonna lead up to. Go ahead,
Okay.
RJ.
Fair enough. If you had a gun in real life, you could do that exact same thing. I think you'd still get the favor. But yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
I mean-
no offense, this is not how someone owes you a favor.
Yeah.
This
Got a
was
gun, it
so
would.
stupid.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yo, this match would have been cool if it was just CM Punk and Roman Reigns with the drama of fucking Paul Heyman. But now you're adding Seth Rollins, with no offense, looks like an angry side bitch. And
but
He
like,
is.
yeah, he's the angry side chick because the other two getting all the attention.
Yeah.
And he's like, look at me. And he's like, no, you owe me a favor. No one owes you
But
a
now
favor.
I
Bro. That's not
wanna
how you do that.
I wonder how they're gonna build a story when Mania is literally next week.
Okay, so this is my question, Michi Black.
Roman's off till then.
Will Paul
Right.
Heyman turn on his tribal chief completely? According to Paul Heyman, he can be loyal to both of them, but CM Punk's favor was to have Paul Heyman in his corner, correct?
Yep, be in his corner.
So, how can Paul Heyman come out in CM Punk's corner but still be loyal to his tribal chief?
He can't. He's definitely talking out his ass. He can't. I think at Mania he's going to have to make a decision, depending on what Seth's favor is. Paul's going to make a decision on who's going to rock with after Mania because he's not going to be able to do both. Roman was laughing hysterically last year, like, tell this man that you ain't going to rock with him, and Paul's over here crying. I
On his
cannot do
knees.
it. Like, what are we doing?
I would just like to say this is the heel Roman that I told you about
Yes,
that
you
never
did.
changed. Now
Yes,
he
you
finally
did.
showed his face.
Right.
Like, bro. Like, bro's literally letting you know, I don't want you rock with CM. Paul's clearly having, some issues making the decision. Mania's gonna be the time where he's gonna be like, all right, you're gonna have to be either it's gonna be me or him. I think he's gonna choose CM at the end of the day.
I think that's pretty clear as day right now, to be honest with you. Go ahead, Dirty Dan.
If they do that, then if Roman keeps his word, then this is the end of the tribal chief character. Because when they inducted Paul Heyman into the Hall of Fame, he specifically said, when I don't have the wise man anymore, there's no more tribal chief.
I mean, he's taking
So-
6 months off after Mania,
Yeah.
anyways. He's got
That's
time
what
to come
I'm
up with a new
saying.
character. It's not baby.
You can figure it
That
out.
ass might be.
Bro's
here's my thing.
PTO bank is crazy right now.
Even though I'm saying Seth Rollins looks like a side chick, right? He did add drama to it. Because you are kind of questioning, because Paul Heyman's a weasel. Like, will he screw both of them? Will he screw Punk and Roman? But at the same time, I was going to say Seth don't need a mouthpiece, but CM don't either, and it worked when he had Paul Heyman anyway.
Could Heyman go
So,
with Seth?
I don't know. I mean, I would hope not, but it could.
I mean,
It
imagine that
depends.
world.
What depends what the favor is, though.
I'm
Like, it
saying.
really depends what Seth's going to want as a favor. Like, I don't understand.
Well, with all due respect, if
Mhm.
they go through with this favor, I really have a problem with WWE.
What,
Because
like,
again, this is not how you do a favor. So Paul Heyman don't owe him shit just because he didn't stomp.
I mean, but regardless, they're gonna sell it that way. It doesn't have to be realistic, but they're gonna sell it that
So
way.
stupid.
So I agree, but he owes him a favor. So also, what implications could this favor actually do, though? That's my kind of thing here. So like, we questioned CM Punk up until this moment, and his favor was just to have Paul Heyman walk him out and be in his corner. Could Seth actually like one up and actually have a bigger favor to ask, or Dirty Dan, or do you
Well,
think
here's
it's
my
something
thing.
super simple,
I-
like it's
I
something
just
like
say-
that,
But
like
see, I
walking
don't
out
think
someone in my corner?
I really don't think his favor was simple. Him asking Paul Heyman has some history to it. Like you
Mhm.
saw the video package
Yeah.
when they went back all the way.
All
to,
the
what
way.
was it, 2013?
Yeah.
Where Paul Heyman said that.
Mhm.
So that's just a full circle moment. Once again, unfortunately, CM Punk is, I hate to say the term, he's just for the smart fans.
Mhm.
This is why not everybody likes him,
Mhm.
unfortunately. But as far as Rollins' favor, what? Put my wife in a title match. She's gonna come back.
Yo. I mean,
I
but
know she's coming back.
but
It's
he ain't
Mania
got that
time,
kind of
bro. She's
power,
coming
though. But
back.
he ain't got that
I
kind of
hope it ain't
power, but I
Io's
mean,
match.
it'd be something
I hope
crazy.
it's the other title match because she has history with Charlotte. I hope it's that
Yeah.
other side. Even though I don't want that to happen, but if she winds up coming, just go over there.
Yeah, that's true. No, RJ, I'm sorry. I
No,
pose this
if that's a
question.
favor, I don't know.
No, you're right. I pose this question to RJ really quick. I want to get some of your opinions in here. Was asking Paul Heyman to come out with him and be in his corner, CM Punk's corner. Do you think that was the right way to go about this story and possibly use that as his favor, or where else do you think that you would have liked this to go on compared to where it's going? Maybe.
I have a problem with this match in general. I hate that it's the main event. I hate that it's 3 championship level contenders not fighting for a championship. Honestly, I think the easiest thing to do for this, or I guess should have, I would have to reshuffle something around. You have Seth regain the world title from Gunther.
Yeah.
Have Roman win the number 1 contender spot. The story between Seth and Roman is you called this the B title last year, and now you're wrestling me for it on this Mania. You have a fun dynamic there, and then the favor had just been putting him in the match for the triple threat for the world title.
And
then in the main event,
and then we just shit on Jey Uso. You just gonna leave him out of this whole entire situation.
We weren't expecting the whole Jey Uso thing to happen. Well, he's saying yes. He wasn't really expecting the Jey Uso thing to happen. Nobody thought he was gonna win.
Bro, that went for 10 weeks. Like, this has been a buildup of 10 weeks. Go ahead, RJ.
But like, okay, if what's his name from the Bloodline didn't get hurt, they were gonna do the Usos versus Gorillas of Destruction anyways. So you can just do that match anyway. Like, that's the problem. He's gonna win this world title. He's gonna lose it, and then he's gonna go do tag team stuff again. So in honesty, it's rewriting the Rumble. But do we really give a shit about Jey Uso winning the Rumble?
With all due respect, it's
not even main event.
It's gonna be hard to keep the strap on him.
That's blowing me too. Like, you can't even call him main event Jey Uso. It's gonna be hard to keep the strap on who?
Oh, Jey, if he wins it, if they don't pull the biggest swerve and let Gunther retain, if he wins this title,
I can see Gunther retaining.
Don't be shocked, because once again, everybody thought Cody was gonna win, and they made him wait another year, which was a great idea. And I'm not saying Jey is on the level of Cody. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that they pulled it off. So don't be shocked if Gunther's just like, "Hey, I won."
But now, okay, so I'm ask this then: if Jey loses, if he loses at Mania, right? Do you think he will go and get another opportunity for the strap again, or you think we're just gonna be done?
He probably will,
bro. It's over.
No, he probably will. They'll probably give him one more chance.
Back in the tag division where he
Here's my thing.
I so agree with you. Yeah,
that's what they're gonna do after SummerSlam.
I want Jimmy to have his fucking chance of the solo run because he's a better wrestler.
That's true. Okay, but you can throw him in a tag with R-Truth. He doesn't have to be with Jimmy.
R-Truth is crazy. R-Truth is.
Oh my god, bro! Like anybody, bro. I'm just saying it doesn't have to be Jimmy. I was just throwing a random name out there. Y'all
I know that.
I'm saying.
No, I'm saying, but if WWE is gonna do it, it's gonna be Jimmy.
Yeah,
I mean, he pulled it off with Cody, so
I mean, him and Damien would be pretty cool. I think him and Damien would be pretty cool. That's just me, though. I mean,
Damien.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I think so.
One's big and strong. The other one's supposed to be fast.
Yes, exactly. Yes,
it may be Judgment Day again.
And no. But off the kilter a little bit. Those two would actually be kind of funny on screen together because Damien's so serious and he's so jokey. To see them interact and have that weird love for each other, that'd be like a misfit match made in heaven, or like a match made in heaven. I think that they would both play off each other.
Their personalities clash perfectly.
Yeah. Like it'll be serious.
I don't know if it'd
funny.
be with Damien because Damien is not as good as Cody on the mic.
That's true. But I mean, he has his funny moments. I'm saying. But anyway, that's kind of off kilter. Back to Road to WrestleMania, kind of. Let's talk about the women's match a little bit because this was very, very interesting. And I gotta say, the promo that Tiffy and Charlotte cut. Charlotte did a terrible job, but the promo that these two women cut, it got me super hyped for the match. It got me hyper for the match than I was previously. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. No, I mean the end was amazing too. I mean, listen, Charlotte threw her best shot at the very, very end. Now, was it a lie? Oh yeah. Ludwig Kaiser ain't in your DMs, but she threw her best shot right at the end, which gave it a little chef's kiss. And then you see Tiffy kind of dip out and hold her title up. But if you
she want to get the pause laid on her. You see how quick she said it? She said you all three out the ring and rolled so quick.
Yep. But
Well, that lets you know how that was an off-script comment.
Yeah.
okay, so I was
She was
gonna
like, "Let me
into
get out
that.
of here."
I was
Yeah,
gonna
'cause
get
she
into
knew it.
that. So that has been the big conversation on the IWC. If you don't know what IWC is, internet or the internet wrestling community.
Internet wrestling clowns, because some
yeah,
of you motherfuckers be
that
saying
too.
some crazy stuff.
Yeah, that too, like us. That's fine.
Leave your comments
Anyway,
in this below.
if you missed out on what was said, they started off on script. It started off with Tiffany saying something along, and I'm paraphrasing here and it's kind of zooming through, but Charlotte, you're a Nepo baby and you're riding daddy's coattails, those type of remarks.
okay.
Yeah, that's cool. You know, Ric Flair's daughter, you know, your yesterday's news, or calling her old news. Now we went off script a little bit. You cried on TV about Andrade dumping you, 3 marriages,
Did she? I didn't see it.
0. She said you are 0 for 3.
Yo.
She said, Tiffy said you're 0 for 3. Off script. And that delivery was sharp. It was like right on the money. Tiffy was
And
just
she gave the woo.
Ooh, yo, she was on the money. Now, Charlotte began scripted as well, apparently. She said, I'm the 14-time champ. Tiffy, you're just a Barbie doll, you know, those type of things. Then it turned unscripted after the boos were through at her. She said, fine, I'm the Nepo queen. She then accepted that. She didn't reject it. She said, Nepo queen, Nepo queen. And she started yelling. The yelling, because she was visibly flustered.
Mm-hmm. She didn't know what to do.
So she paused. She looked. She said, the whole entire Kaiser's in my DMs. Tiffany dipped off. Threw the 0-3 shot in there. That was a wild shot. I'm not gonna lie. So a lot of
You got to see me
unscripted moments.
behind the curtain. As soon as she came back through the curtain, pop, pop, the 1-2 buck on my shoe.
Yeah.
Gonna put my business out there like that.
I actually heard a lot of that actually was unscripted. I think the part when Charlotte started talking about her voice, how high it is, I think I heard that that was also unscripted.
Unscripted.
And a lot more of it was unscripted than they had planned for. That's why it
Mm-hmm.
kind of felt like shit. But I mean, we won't know unless we like see scripts come out.
Yeah.
That's
Bro,
not a
they
thing.
WWE originally cut out the end on their fucking YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's what they said. They
Mhm.
cut
That
it
was
out a
worst
little
of it.
bit.
'Cause
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
the worst
Bro,
part.
no, here's
But like, you gotta
here-
let that go though. That's
Yeah.
the
here's my
genius
problem.
of them.
Yeah, here's my problem. Charlotte's known for this. She's done it with Becky.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's not like this is the first time. WWE acts like they're pissed off, but they do nothing about it.
Nope.
Charlotte is acting like a big ass fucking baby because it's the first time the crowd ain't with her. She's
Yeah.
like, nah, fuck that. We're
Like
done, bro.
really against her. I said
And I'm
that.
gonna tell you what my main. I'm
Swear God,
gonna
it's
tell you. I
blocked.
think what the main issue is, and this is. I'm not talking about her looks. Not like I'm not coming at her, but every time she leaves, bro,
Mhm.
she comes back looking
A little weird.
completely different.
Yeah,
I'm talking about way different.
it's not a good look.
If you look at her from before until now, I'm not saying like she has a knee problem, so you have to lose weight,
right.
take some pressure off the knee, even though she wasn't like a really big girl. I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But she always looks so different and she's gone for so long. People get tired of that shit, bro.
No, for real. And
People get tired of that.
And we also cannot fall in love with your character because we don't know, like you. It seems like you're always changing.
You come back different every time. You came back as this it girl.
Yep. Almost
Like,
Barbie-ish.
you look-
She's
it
going
looked-
through
it
the
looked like you were trying-
phases.
No, it looked like she was trying to take the shine of Tiffy because she was trying to act like Tiffy when she first came was like the cocky
Mhm.
little, snobby. She was acting like
Yeah,
an
I
it
got
girl.
you.
It looked like she was fucking this trying to
Came
take
for
her
money.
shit.
Does Tiffany lose in any world?
Hell no.
No, I don't think so.
Yes.
Well, I mean, in
There-
WWE's
there's a-
world,
yeah.
yeah.
I hope.
there
I
is
hope,
one.
but I don't think they'll let it happen though.
There's a terrible one where they say, "Hey, Tiffany, that was messed up that you went off script. Here's a punishment and lose to Charlotte at WrestleMania." I mean,
Oh, that'd be crazy.
it would be. I think that's not a good punishment though, because that just punishes us, and we have to watch the product.
I'm
I
happy if
mean-
Charlotte would
Well,
get the
they
strap
never
though.
Oh
they
my
never
God.
punished Charlotte. I don't see why they would punish Tiffy.
I mean, Charlotte's also Ric Flair's daughter, and they put
Daughter,
the
and
belt
she-
on her
yeah,
16
yeah.
times
No
already.
offense.
Yeah.
So.
Nobody
Think
was
about
talking
that.
about Ric Flair until Tiffy said something. Because now his ass is on Twitter talking about, if you want to get technical, I have won way more than 16 titles. But he's already
He's
trying
in
to
the gym.
discredit just
He's in
in
the
case
gym.
John Cena wins. He's like, I won more than
Yeah.
He's in the
16.
gym. I'd much rather see Jeff Jarrett's old ass out there than him. Please stop.
No,
Jeff
you
Jarrett's
don't.
in better
Oh.
shape.
Yeah, I do.
Yes, we
Jeff-
do.
Yeah, I do.
Jeff
would've-
Jarrett is a way
Ric
better
Flair,
wrestler than
dog?
Ric
Yeah,
Flair
dude.
right now.
Nah,
Yeah,
Ric Flair
Ric
is
Flair.
like baby, bro.
Come on,
Okay, I'm
Please
sorry. I'm
stop,
sorry.
dog.
Yeah,
And
it's
against
better than
John
Ric Flair.
Cena.
And
Like,
no
come on.
offense, fucking Ric Flair had fucking physical issues, bro.
Right, about
I
to say
don't want
that.
him in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
ring.
health issues. Nah, bro. He should not be in there, doggy. But anyway, to really back to Charlotte. You go ahead, though. Yep.
I was saying, the
Huh?
real big problem. It is Ric Flair did hold it more than 16, 17 times or whatever, because it's like, some things just don't get documented correctly. But unfortunately, Rick's learning the hard way that unfortunately, when you have the biggest company in the world taking all the promotions and stuff,
Yeah.
they get to write the history this time. So
Mhm.
Rick, that record's broken regardless. I hate to be the one to
There's
bring
nothing you can do about
Facts.
it.
Nothing you
Well,
can do
I'm
about
saying,
it.
they
go back to
own
Charlotte.
every territory.
Everything. Yeah.
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 go
I'm
ahead,
saying, but
Joe.
go back to
Yep.
Charlotte.
Yep.
Like RJ said, there is a world where she could lose because unfortunately, Triple H and them are idiots sometimes. And they have a
Sometimes.
hard on for Charlotte. This is why she's had so many fucking title wins.
Yeah.
But I really hope they listen to the fucking fans this time. I hope this is a wake up call. Because we always said the fans will let you know eventually.
Mm-hmm.
And that hit her because she's like, damn.
Yep. Yep. Again, she
She's
looked
like, I don't
visibly
know.
flustered in
She know what
Chicago.
to
I ain't
do.
gonna lie. She definitely did. She definitely did. Well, you know, to be honest with you, I don't see Tiffany losing. It's to wrap it up. I don't see Tiffy losing. What do we think happens on Friday? Is there anything that's lined up for Friday so far, Michi Black? That we
Nah,
know
they haven't
about?
announced anything.
Yeah, it's still pretty early in the week. We recorded this on Wednesday, so we'll get some more information Thursday. But I think Roman Reigns is talking on Friday. It's coming up, or is it Monday?
I think it's Monday.
I think it's Monday. It might be Monday.
Yeah, I
not
think it's
Friday.
Monday.
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
think because that's the go home next week, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
go home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I
he's
think it's
not-
Monday, yeah.
So
Yeah,
Monday,
he'll be on Raw.
Yeah, so Monday he'll be addressing like the whole Paul Heyman thing. That'd be very interesting to kind of dissect. We'll dissect that next week. We'll talk about Roman Reigns and what he says about Paul Heyman or whatever he has to say. It'd be very interesting. But Friday, I think we're going to see another Tiffy and Charlotte thing, of course.
I think so.
Yeah, I see. You don't?
I think
do.
they'll send them home for a week after last week.
Listen, I'm gonna
Take a
say
break.
this. Yeah, I'm gonna say this because I
Take a
didn't
break.
get to say this before we wrap it up. If for some reason WWE does penalize them or does kind of tell them to take you back, that's the worst thing you can do here. Make it as real as possible. That's what they always say about WWE. Blur the lines. When you don't know the truth, that's when it's more fun. Let's say Ludwig Kaiser is in her DMs. Well, let's spice this the hell up. Let's make it as real as possible. Expose the DMs. Put him out there. Let's make this messy.
That's crazy.
I don't because wrestling fans always be talking about this is fake, that is fake. Well, let's make it real. What happens when it's real? It's more fun. It's
This
more
is where I have a
fun.
problem. This is where I have a problem.
You gonna buy into it. Nobody wants this lollygagging. Bro, we just watched CM Punk and Drew McIntyre
But
fight.
I don't think
over
we're
a
going to be able to
bracelet.
see that. But I
Over
don't
a
think we're going to see
bracelet.
it.
Okay?
That's true.
Let me
But-
see that DM, and if he is talking to you, leak that, John. I want to see it all.
I don't think we'll go that far because
Bro.
Ludwig's already
Brody,
jealous.
Pause it.
Wait, hold on, bro.
Pause
Hold
it.
on.
No, but pause it. You're not following me. It don't even gotta be real.
I know
Have
that.
him hop in the DM now. Now it's a part of the
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
Now it's a part of the. Now yo, what's up, baby? You looking beautiful. You make it so corny but
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, you see? Look, you run with this, bro.
A fake,
No,
like
but-
the fakest looking account. It's like Ludwig Kaiser 01
Yeah.
with like his render in the profile picture. And be like, yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah,
No,
make
it's
it
not
fun.
funny.
You can run with this, bro.
Even if they're not gonna do that, right?
Mhm.
I don't understand. There should be no punishment. Just let them. If you don't want to even have them face to face,
Do a
have one
vignette.
talk and the other one talk. Because let me tell you something right now. John Cena and The Rock did not like each other at first, and their fucking promos were
Top
John
notch.
Cena, fuck The
Yeah,
Rock.
yeah.
John Cena was going hard.
Bro.
Okay. So
you let them go off.
Just let them go.
Let them go.
Let 'em
Let
go.
them go. I was so
You don't
excited.
have to like each other as long as you're
No.
professional in the ring.
And again,
You can make some money.
I was watching the podcast. Drew McIntyre was talking about him and Punk. He said there was times where they needed a mediator. They wouldn't talk face to face. They would talk through somebody about how they want the match to go, and that mediator would go talk to the opposite person because we don't like each other. Then when we got out there, we knew we were on camera. We gotta be professional. We gonna hit each other as good as we can and call it a day. That's it. So it could be the same exact thing here. Tiffy and Charlotte can talk that shit and then still be cool and going out there and be professional.
Cody and Seth really don't like each other. Seth publicly say he didn't like his ass. Cody said we're not friends.
Brody.
Seth and CM don't like each other.
Brody.
Yeah.
Stone Cold and The Rock said at first they didn't like. There's animosity always, bro. There's always gonna be something. But you start to grow to at least respect the person, and that's how it typically goes. But it's always gonna be a little bit of animosity. And right now it's Charlotte's time, baby. And Charlotte Flair. It's Tiffy's time, baby. And Charlotte's in the way. And Charlotte's just in the way. So
Charlotte's just in the way.
she is in the way. So now, exactly. So now Tiffy gotta go at her again, and we gotta let her rock. Let that dog just loose and sick her. I do not. Yeah, sick her. Do not let that dog back.
Tiffany's a babyface though, unfortunately. So she's not gonna do that.
Care. She was talking.
I don't care.
Crazy.
I
Let
think
your
she should go back.
baby face talk. Yeah.
Nah, yeah, you never gotta let her talk.
Yeah.
And like, whatever
anyways,
happens, it's Mania. Like whatever happens, happens.
TTR family, how do y'all feel? Do y'all think we should let them talk? I think we should spam in the comments. Let them talk. If y'all feel like Tiffy and Charlotte Flair should be able to do another great promo like that and have no repercussions and let them go off script, put in the comments. Let them talk.
If they're on SmackDown,
let them talk.
if they're on SmackDown, they actually made me want to watch SmackDown again.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, come on to the Friday Night Delight.
I mean,
hey, TTR.
Yeah, but hold on, we gotta let Nick
Let
Aldis
them
mediate
talk.
though, so they can't touch each other. You can't let them touch each other. Not yet.
I watched Jimmy smack the shit out of Gunther.
that was a beautiful smack.
Let Tiffy get one off on Charlotte or vice versa. I don't give a damn.
Mhm.
Let it go. I want it all.
Yo, that's
Just
crazy.
one
Because
quick slap.
usually the competitors get their hands on each other eventually. They
Yeah.
have
Thank
not
you.
touched
They
each other.
haven't because it's
There's
real
real-
animosity. They
there's
don't want.
real
But
animosity.
understand.
I'm just saying because even when
Understand.
Charlotte was coming in the ring, that was when Tiffy was
Bruh,
already down on
I
the ground.
watched
Like, they haven't
John
touched.
Moxley take a spike to the back, and we can't even get a smack out of these two women. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. We need
my
a smack to set it off on Friday. TTR family, comment below. Let them talk. You know what? We about to let them fight. Let them
Also,
fight.
Comment down below if they wore those outfits because of Mickey James. They were
Ooh.
wearing, no, I'm
Oh,
saying,
where the-
yo, they were wearing lingerie type
They
shit.
were.
Yo.
They were.
I
They
feel
were.
like that was a shot at Mickey James. Like, all right, motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. But shout out to everybody. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, y'all.